Welcome to TD Place in the nation's capital, the site of the 2023 U18 Women's National Football Championship. It's Team Ontario Black versus Team New Brunswick. Hi everybody, Dan Mooney alongside Coach Ron Raymond. And Ron, this is going to be a very, very interesting game. Maybe the closest game we have on this roster of games today.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting game to the fact that when you look at Team New Brunswick's first game in the tournament, facing a team we just saw here prior to this one, Team Quebec, they lost 90-72. And Dan, when you score 72 points and you lose a football game, you just got to tip your hat to the other team who can put points on the board. So this defense is going to be questioned here today for Team New Brunswick. But we know offensively the players you want to keep an eye out is number 21, Alexia Brazo. She had 23 carries for 217 yards. And the player they call Jet Sweep Jana, that's Jana McAllister from South Branch, New Brunswick. She rushed for 15 carries, 248 yards, and she also had 5 receptions for 199 yards in the first game against Team Quebec. And then you got Team Ontario, led by the quarterback, Maya Peters from Nepean, Ontario. She had 4 carries, 76 yards. So we're going to see what kind of defense shows up for Team New Brunswick here today against the offense for Team Ontario Black.
The referees for this one, Julia Long from Alberta. The umpire, Ken Jolly from Ottawa. The back umpire, Andrew Lockery from New Brunswick. The line judge, Stephen King from Ottawa. And the down judge is Deb Campbell from Saskatchewan. Here is Alexia Brazo, finally tripped up at the 15 or 17-yard line by Team Ontario Black's Jasmine Mee. But what a run and what a return, what a great start for Team New Brunswick.
Yeah, we know this team can put points on the board, and Alexia Brazo from St. Philip, New Brunswick, just showed her athletic ability on special teams to bring the ball right up to the 17-yard line, giving New Brunswick a 1st and 10.
Pretty impressive return to give Team New Brunswick unfathomable field position to start this. Jana McAllister goes one way, comes back the other, and she'll score. On the first play from scrimmage, Team New Brunswick leads it 6-0.
Yeah, we just talked about the first 2 players we talked about, Team New Brunswick, number 21, Alexia Brazo, and there's Jet Sweep Jana McAllister, who was supposed to take it to the house to the other side, but she didn't like what she saw, so she reversed pivot, and she brought it in for the touchdown, giving New Brunswick a 6-0 lead with basically, 38 seconds into the game.
Wow.
Put your seatbelts on, folks. We might see a lot of points here today.
Emery Boland getting set to attempt to convert this touchdown. Kicking's worth 2 points. And it's good. Kicking worth 2 points. Running it in worth a single. And it's 8-0 for Team New Brunswick, just 38 seconds into this one.
Yeah, keep in mind, Team New Brunswick, last year's bronze medalist, and they're off to a really good start here in the playoff game on Wednesday. And now let's see how Team Ontario Black, who really had an easy time in the first game against the Team Indigenous, winning 70-0. And Dan, I can tell you, when you have a game where you really dominated your opponent, you come in with you got to come in with a safeguarded confidence level, right? Because you put 70 points on the board. You were expected to win that game, and then the first 2 plays of the game, you're down 8-0.
And that ball kicked out of bounds at the 33. They'll bring it up to the 40. And it'll be first down, 10 yards to go for Team Ontario Black and their first offensive possession of the football game.
Yeah, player you want to watch here for Team Ontario Black, number 32, Ella Townsend. She had 3 receptions, 55 yards against Team Indigenous. And Shelby Peacock converted 8 of 9 of the touchdowns on a 2-point conversion, which I thought was phenomenal on special teams.
Pretty impressive indeed. Maya Peters at quarterback. takes it right up the middle of the field. Peters doesn't get away from Emery Boland, and the pickup is 26 yards. 25 yards for Maya Peters on her first carry from scrimmage, and it's a first down.
Yeah, if you like offense, we're going to see a lot of it here today.
Peters has to bring the high snap down, takes off around the right side, trying to turn the corner, and picks up 7 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 3 there to make the tackle for Team New Brunswick, number 12, Alex Purdy.
Yeah, interesting strategy here from the offense coordinator here for Team Ontario Black, choosing to go with Wildcat the first 2 plays of the game. And it's Maya Peters from St. Joseph High School here in Ottawa who picked up the first 2 plays on the Wildcat play.
The give to number 32, Ella Townsend. And she has the first down. The pickup is 4 yards, and they'll move the sticks again.
Yeah, good run there by Ella Thompson, taking the ball right up the middle. It looks like an inside zone type play. She's at the right of the quarterback, and there's the give. And nice tackle there by number 5 from Team New Brunswick. That is Amalia Boomer with the tackle. Amalia Boomer from Upper Coverdale, New Brunswick.
Peters, the give to Brianna Carty. She pushes forward for about 4. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you look at the strength of this New Brunswick team, obviously you think of that offense. And again, we mentioned at the top of the show, when you score 72 points in a game and you lose the game and you give up 90, that's the bit of the downfall here for Team New Brunswick. They're going to have to find a way to shut down this offense here on Team Ontario Black.
Maya Peters in the shotgun. Takes it herself, calls her own number, very, very close to a first down, completely contingent upon where they spot the football. Emma Bradley there to make the stop for New Brunswick. They'll move the sticks as Peters got 4.
Look at number 92 here on your screen. You're going to see Gemma O'Connor with a beautiful block here, the offensive line for Team Ontario Black. What a great block right there to open up the running lane for Team Ontario Black. Good job, number 92, Gemma O'Connor, opened up that hole.
Here's Peters setting up to throw, looking deep, looking for Carty. And again, they're making the defensive play for Team New Brunswick, Alex Purdy.
Yeah. In practice, we call that the tip drill. And you'll see the Maya Peters throw the ball. It gets tipped here by New Brunswick. And if number 24 for the Team Ontario Black, Nia Cummings-Roll, would have caught that ball, it would have been a touchdown.
Second down, 10 yards to go. The give to Katie Foley, cutting it back up field and wrapped up by Purdy quickly after a pickup of only 1.
Alex Purdy, she saw that all the way. Alex Purdy playing the left side, right side linebacker for Team New Brunswick. You're going to see her on your screen here at the top of the screen on the left. She just comes in, reads the mail, and beautifully comes in for the tackle, and really the ball carrier for Team Ontario Black had nowhere to go.
4 different ball carriers for Team Ontario Black on this drive. It's 3rd down and a long 9. Here's Peters setting up, looking downfield, and it's almost picked off by Emery Boland. Knocked down, and there's a turnover on downs. Team New Brunswick gets the ball back.
Oh boy, when Maya Peters look at the replay on this one, she's going to want this one back because the wide receiver did a great job getting open. Maya Peters just underthrew her receiver right there, and 2 New Brunswick players to really good job by knocking it down because now they get a better possession here at the 24-yard line.
Emma Lundgren. That's a forward pass, and it ends up in the hands of number 21, Alexia Brazo, but they rule it an incomplete pass.
The 2 head coaches for today's game, Dan. We got Coach Nick Murray, who's the head coach of Team New Brunswick, and we have Cam Davidson, who is the head coach for Team Ontario Black, and they are representing their province here today at TD Place.
Yeah, it's got to be a big thrill to play at the home of the Ottawa Red Blacks. Here's the give. Jana McAllister wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. Nowhere to go. Number 5, Evangeline Loris, another Ottawa player.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of the jet sweeps here today from Team New Brunswick. That's their staple of their offense, along with the running back, number 21, Alexia Brazo, who runs the ball for Team New Brunswick, leaving a 3rd and long in a punt situation.
There's the kick taken by Foley. There'll be a no yards call there.
Flag on the play.
Now this will be interesting if it's a 5 or 15 yards, because that ball was pretty close to being caught in the air. So that's what the official is discussing now. If that ball is in the air and the recipient catches it while it's in the air, it's a 15-yard penalty. But if it hits the ground, it's a 5-yard, and they're going to pick it up.
And there'll be no penalty. So Ontario Black, their defense successful in getting a 2 and out from Team New Brunswick, and they've got great field position here on the Team New Brunswick 40-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go. Maya Peters in the shotgun. Carty moves up for a block. Peters tries to get around the left side, and Emery Boland there to meet her. Pickup is maybe a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Yeah, just Maya Peters calling her number again on a quarterback keeper, and it's a Wildcat, and it's taken to the left side, and you can see number 19 for Team New Brunswick. That is Emery Boland from Fredericton, New Brunswick, on the tackle.
The give up the middle. That's Neva Spatafora. Pickup of maybe 2. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, both these teams love to run the jet sweep, and you can see here Team Ontario Black with another jet sweep here. And she reversed course. She was supposed to take it to the outside, but she didn't like what she saw, and she cut it upfield and made a minimal gain. And 3rd and 7, the team's electing to go for it here.
Peters takes it herself, finds the open side on the left. Streaking down the sideline, Boland catches her inside the 5 at about the 4 or the 3-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal for Team New Brunswick.
Great speed here.
Our Team Ontario Black, excuse me.
Yeah, great speed here by Emery Boland to really kick it in 2nd gear. She was like 5 yards behind, and she came really out of nowhere to prevent the touchdown. But Team Ontario Black knocking on the door here on the 3-yard line.
Brianna Carty, the ball carrier, gets to the line of scrimmage, but not much further.
Tackled by number 51 for Team New Brunswick, the middle second there, Alexis Brown.
You can see the offensive line here in front. Maybe it might have been a little bit of an offside there, but a pretty decent push. But you can see here the number 5 for New Brunswick, Team New Brunswick. That is Amelia Boomer with good stuff right there.
The give to Carty. Trying to get over the goal line, got to the goal line, and is turned away.
Again, nice stand here by the New Brunswick defense front. I was going to say front 7, but it's mostly the front 5. But big decision time here for the play caller for Team Ontario Black. Do you stick with the running game, or looks like they're going to go to suit?
And Carty takes the snap, gets into the end zone for the touchdown, but a flag along the line of scrimmage, and we'll have to await the call here from our referee for this one, Julia Long.
I think it's offside for Team New Brunswick.
Indeed, so the touchdown will stand, and Brianna Carty gets Team Ontario Black on the board.
And if there's one thing we do know about Team Ontario Black is the kicker, Shelby Peacock, had a really good game against Team Indigenous, converting 8 of 9 touchdowns. So, but I don't know, looks like is that Peacock right there kicking the ball?
Indeed, the kick is up and through.
And for people tuning in for the first time watching 6-on-6, anytime they go for a 2-point conversion like that, it's 2 points on the kick and 1 point if they pass it or run it in.
8 apiece with 4:03 left to go in the opening quarter in this 2023 U18 Women's National Football Championship game between Team Ontario Black and Team New Brunswick. Brianna Carty getting set to kick the ball away from Applewood Heights Secondary School in Mississauga. Alexia Brazo picking it up on her own 18-yard line. Gets away from one tackle, but can't get away from the next one. So the ball comes out to the 25, first down, 10 yards to go for New Brunswick.
Yeah, great cover team here by the Team Ontario Black. I believe that's number 32, and that's Ella Townsend, who did a great job on breaking down and making the tackle, making sure for a limited gain here for Team New Brunswick, who now have the ball on the 25-yard line.
Ella Townsend goes to high school about a 3-minute drive from where we are at TD Place at Immaculata High School in Ottawa. Emma Lundrigan lost the ball on the snap from center, retrieved it, and lost a couple of yards on the play. It'll be 2nd and 13.
Yeah, unfortunate here for Team New Brunswick. When you're playing 3-down football, now it's 2nd and about 13, which normally would be a passing down, but we'll see what they do here with their offensive play calling.
There's another bad exchange from center. Brazo lost the football, but was ultimately able to come up with it again, so it'll be 3rd down. No, it's recovered by Ontario Black. It'll be 1st down from the New Brunswick 20-yard line, and boy, you can't make those mistakes in a limited tournament like this. That can cost you.
Yeah, especially when the ball is inside your 20-yard line. And we saw the confusion. There was a jet sweep there, and then the quarterback, because the jet sweep was, I don't know if it was late or early, Brazo came from behind to try to take the ball, but the quarterback wasn't sure what was going on, and they fumbled the ball.
Liliana Sachin recovered it. Maya Peters calls her own number again and is quickly wrapped up by number 51, Alexis Braund, after a pickup of maybe a yard 2 on the outside.
Yeah, we've seen Maya Peters really in the Wildcat position rate. Look at the offensive line again.
6 carries already for Maya Peters for 71 yards, and Team Ontario back platooning their quarterbacks. Here's Peters once again, calls her own number and is wrapped up by a host of New Brunswick tacklers led by number 19, Emery Boland.
I think Brianna Carr was supposed to be the lead block on that play and hesitated Peters to following her quarterback lead. And she opted to go to the left, and the Team New Brunswick defense stood up right there. And big test here on 3rd down for Team New Brunswick on defense.
Yeah, Peters platooning with Emily Roca. And Peters takes it again. She has the 1st down. The pickup is 8. And they'll move the sticks. It'll be 1st and goal, Team Ontario Black.
One thing we've seen in this tournament, Dan, when a team commits to the run in the first quarter, it really pays dividends down in the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter because it really wears down the defense. When you think of the defense, there's only 6 players on the field, and if a team keeps continuing to run the ball, the wear and tear eventually gets to them, and a hot, humid day like today could do a lot of damage.
First down, goal to go. Ella Townsend in the backfield. Townsend gets the call, drives forward. Emery Boland there to meet her. Number 3, Emma Bradley there, as well as number 5, Amelia Boomer, to stop Townsend's progress after a pickup of 2.
Yeah, Cameron Walker taking a knee right now. Something happened on that play, and the trainers are out to assist her.
And the humidity has broken a little bit here, Coach. It's not nearly as warm as it was even 3 or 4 hours ago here in the nation's capital. We had some rain this afternoon. It's overcast skies now, but I don't expect we'll see much more weather.
And we talked about that earlier. Having a bit of a cloudy day really helps today, but not having that beaming sun on the field.
Second down. Goal to go from the 6. Peters calls her own number again, plunges forward to the 3. It'll be third down.
Yeah, well, we know what the Team Ontario Blacks offensive game plan is right off the hop. They're going to try to run a lot of wildcat and mix it up with some jet sweeps. And we're going to see a lot of Maya Peters here, again, from St. Joseph High School with third down and goal. Big down right here for Team Ontario Black.
From the 3-yard line. Peters into the end zone for the touchdown. Maya Peters scores, and Team Ontario Black leads it 14-8 with the convert to come.
Yeah, big play on third down. You know, she first intended to go to the right, and then when she saw the hole was not there, you'll see on the replay right here, she goes to the right. She didn't like it. She went to the cutback lane, and number 5 for Team New Brunswick wasn't able to plug the hole there on the what we call the back door, and touchdown Team Ontario Black.
Shelby Peacock with the kick. It is through, and it's now 16-8 for Team Ontario Black after it took a total of 38 seconds for Team New Brunswick to open the scoring.
I was just thinking about that. New Brunswick just came out with a great punt return, kickoff return at the beginning of the game. They punched it in on the first play. It looks like they had all the momentum, and you got to give credit here to Team Ontario Black after that 2 plays from Team New Brunswick, and now they're up 16-8, and field position played a big key here in the last 2 drives. When turnovers, 2 things I always say to players that'll hurt you in a football game: penalties and turnovers. And you want to eliminate as much as possible, especially turning with the ball over early in this game.
Brianna Carty getting set to kick the ball away once again. Fell off the tee. Resets. And we'll get underway. They try the short kick directly into the hands of Amelia Boomer, and then squeezed between her legs, and thankfully one of her teammates was there to jump on that loose football.
Great job by Team New Brunswick. You know, something Team Ontario coaching staff must have seen when on kickoffs, if the frontline players retrieve early and then something they must have seen on film, and credit the New Brunswick special teams kickoff return team not to really leave their post and recover that football.
This should be the final play of the first quarter. Lundgren again. 3 plays in a row where Team New Brunswick has had difficulty getting the ball into play on the snap from center. That will result in a 4 or 5 yard loss, and it'll be second down, 15 yards to go. The teams will take a little bit of a break here. Realign, readjust, and you know New Brunswick wants to answer the last scoring play by Team Ontario Black very quickly if they possibly can.
Yeah, very uncharacteristic from this Team New Brunswick team on the thing when you do a jet sweep, a fake jet sweep and a handoff, it's all about timing. And right now, New Brunswick, they're timing from center quarterback to the jet sweep or the fake jet sweep. It's all about timing, and right now the timing's off for Team New Brunswick. So, you know what? Normally in a situation like that, once the offense comes off, you get together on the sideline and you ask the quarterback in the center to do some snap exchange. just to get that feeling of the timing right. But yeah, we'll see what happens here for Team New Brunswick. That's their staple. That's what they're known for. They're known as a jet sweep team, and also with number 21, Alexia Brazu, the power run game. And maybe they need probably just to gain a little bit of momentum, go under center and just do a power run game just to get some positive yardage here.
Second down, 15 yards to go. Emma Lundrigan in the shotgun. Alexia Brazo, the lone setback. McAllister in motion. The give to Brazo. Plunges forward, picks up about 2 before being brought down by Shelby Peacock, the inside linebacker for Team Ontario Black.
Yeah, good execution there, but Team Ontario defense really doing a good job limiting the gain to about a couple yards.
So on third down, Tara Lawson stands about 7 yards back, preparing to kick this football away. No, she sets up and she throws. Incomplete to Jana McAllister. And Team Ontario Black is going to get great field position to begin this possession at the New Brunswick 49-yard line. No, they're moving it up to the 47.
Yeah, just, you know what, Dan, in the game of this magnitude, and it's just the second quarter, 11-21, you got to feel field position right now. And by not converting that third down, you're giving the ball at a perfect distance here.
They moved it back to the 49. Better judgment prevailed in that situation. Maya Peters rolls out to her right, throws that one, intending it for Katie Foley just beyond her reach. It goes incomplete. It'll be second down.
Yeah, a little pass in the flats there from Maya Peters to her intended receiver. I believe that was number 80 for Team Katie Foley, and it just came up a bit short.
Second down, 10 yards to go. Ella Townsend in the backfield, along with Neva Spatafora. Spatafora has it, bumps into some linemen, finds an open hole, gets all the way. She'll score, but this may come back. A 49-yard touchdown rumble by Neva Spatafora, but flags in the backfield.
I saw a nice block there on the corner, and I wonder if that's what the referee saw. You'll see on the replay that when they run that jet sweep, I didn't catch the number, but it was a beautiful block right there. What a block that was right there by number 55 for Team Ontario Black. That's Ava Simonowski, and beautiful block, but we'll see. We got a holding, though.
There's the call from Julia Long. Holding is the indication, and they'll move it back 10 yards. It'll be second down, 20 yards to go.
Unfortunate for Team Ontario Black because they did execute a nice play right there, but now we know why, because there was a hold on the play, and now Team Ontario Black's going to have a second and 20 from their own 51-yard line.
Maya Peters started at quarterback, 9 carries for 85 yards. Peters gets the throw away, and Spatafora can't bring it in. It goes incomplete. It'll be third down, and an injury on the play. Amelia Boomer slow to get up for Team New Brunswick.
Yeah, she had a really good start to this game. We'll hope she'll be all right. She was holding her left knee right there.
Brings up third and 20. Was going to say
And Boomer has had a pretty good first half so far. Good first quarter, involved in several tackles. And that would be a really difficult hole for Team New Brunswick to fill in the event that she can't return.
Yeah, in 6-on-6 football, one thing I've learned in the last 7 games, the importance of the offensive line, obviously, But the linebackers, a lot of teams will line up with one nose guard. Some of the teams will line up with two defensive tackles and 4 linebackers. The strategy used by a lot of teams are different. One team, like Team Alberta, put one team nose guard on the center, 3 linebackers, and then 2 safeties. And it's really nice to see the different type of philosophy from the defense coordinators out there on how they attack the offense.
Amelia Boomer being helped up. And hopefully she'll be able to shake off that injury, getting some assistance to the sideline. And it's 3rd down for Team Ontario Black. Maya Peters is the quarterback, and she is staying in the ball game here on 3rd. Team Ontario Black about to gamble. Peters in the shotgun. Sets it up, and she kicks it away with nobody downfield to return it. Picked up Spadafora all over number 13, Sarah Kennedy, who fell on that loose football, so it will be no yards.
So here's the thing, Dan. Great strategy by this coaching staff, because what happens on a quick kick like this, if you have receivers or players behind the kicker, those players are able to recover the football, and I think that's what might have happened right there, is they might have been onside, and we'll see if they'll pick up the flag here.
It would appear they have, and it's 1st down for Team New Brunswick at their own 36-yard line.
I love the call. I love the call by the Team Ontario special teams right there to do a quick kick, and almost got the onside.
Emma Lundrigan. The give up the middle. Brazo into the secondary. Pickup of 7 before being stopped by Evangeline Lawrence.
You know, it's 9:56 in the second quarter, and that's the first time we've really seen a good Brazo run since the beginning of the game when she did that kickoff return. And you can see here number 5 for Team Ontario, Evangeline Lawrence with the tackle right there.
2nd and 3. Passing situation. Lundrigan throws it, and Shelby Peacock knocks it away. It'll be 3rd down.
That was really a nice play by Peacock right there. She had a receiver in front of her. She saw her eyes were inside to the quarterback, and she saw the ball coming, and she just stepped up and knocked it down. Yeah, she just JJ swatted that right away.
So 3rd down. And it looks as if Tara Lawson is back out there. She threw on 3rd down the last time. That's a shovel pass. It bounces, and it goes incomplete to McAllister. It is ruled incomplete, and you know that Tara Lawson would love to have that one back.
Absolutely. And did you see, was it McAllister that picked it up? She's waiting for a whistle. It's like, are you going to blow it or what here? Because she knew it was a forward pass.
So the ball is turned over on downs, 1st and 10 for Team Ontario Black at the New Brunswick 43-yard line. Peters calls her own number again, gets into the secondary, gets to the outside, and is held on by Alex Purdy. A touchdown-saving tackle on Maya Peters, and that will be a 17-yard gain, and Peters is shaken up.
Yeah, that's a few times we called Alex Purdy's number here today, who saved really a touchdown on that play. And now Maya Peters down. Hopefully she'll be okay, because she's been having a great start to this game here for Team Ontario Black.
10 carries for 102 yards.
And when you look at all the offense in this tournament, when you look at the rushing yards, it's a lot of the quarterbacks on 6-on-6 play that's really picking up a lot of the yardage, where I thought you would see more of the running back play.
Peters with a touchdown on a 3-yard run to effectively end the opening quarter. And now we are going to see Emily Roca come into the game. And she's out there discussing strategy with head coach Cam Davidson. And don't think Cam Davidson isn't aware of what's going on. He's got his hand over his mouth. He doesn't want Team New Brunswick to look at the big screen and figure out what he's talking about.
Yeah, they're like baseball managers now.
Yeah.
On the mound. Hey, can you find the strike zone?
Or head coaches or offensive coordinators in the National Football League or the CFL that put their play cards in front of their mouth so nobody can see them talk. Emily Roca in at quarterback as Maya Peters gets some attention on the sidelines. Emery. No, that's
Cameron
99.
Walker.
Cameron Walker into the backfield to wrap up Emily Roca for a loss of 5.
Yeah, great job from Cameron Walker here. You'll see her enter your screen right there. She plays defensive end, and look at that. She just hung on and swung her down and took him down for a loss. Great play there by Moncton's own Cameron Walker.
On second down, passing situation, Roca calls her own number and is hesitant to get through. Guess who's there to make the tackle? Alex Purdy once again.
Yep. And you look at this play, I thought she was going to try to give a shovel pass there for a second, but nope. Purdy, they saw Purdy coming, and Purdy's been all over here in the trenches getting another tackle.
Third down. Fake to Cardi. The pass. Roca perhaps rushed that a little bit, intended for Katie Foley, goes incomplete, and it's another turnover on downs.
Yeah, great play action. Even had the cameraman fooled on that one. And you can see that it threw it. And you know what? Sometimes when you have all the time in the world, you try to really baby it in there. And sometimes it does, like you push it instead of throw it, and that's what happened in this situation.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry, but the play action on that was outstanding.
Team Ontario Black leading this one 16-8. Dan Mooney alongside Coach Ron Raymond and our entire crew. So pleased to have you along for the ride here at the 2023 U18 National Women's Football Championships. Alexia Brazo trying to get loose, but was held up there by Marissa Lowe, a 5'2", 140-pound linebacker for Team Ontario Black.
I don't know if I've ever seen a handoff that's given like a windmill softball throw, where you look where Emma Lundgren just gave basically like a windmill to the toss on that one. It was really a good spiral on the toss.
Second down. Lundgren gives to Jana McAllister. She's got to reverse her field, cuts back up. McAllister finally brought down by number 64, Ainsley Meehan. And Meehan is shaken up.
You got to give credit to Team Ontario Black on defense here, because coming into this game, Jet Sweep Jana, as her coach calls her, Coach Nick Murray of Team New Brunswick says, keep an eye out on, last game when I was talking to him, he goes, keep an eye on her number 8. Her nickname is Jet Sweet Jana, and this week, Team Ontario Black doing a good job so far containing the jet sweeps of Team New Brunswick.
There's a pass for Brazo, goes incomplete. I don't know whether or not she was expecting that quick hitter.
Yeah, that was and it was close range. So you see here, after the snap, but the thing is, in a play like that, you'd like to see Brazo go more into an arc into the flats, not into the line of scrimmage.
Second and 10, low snap. McAllister trying to get around the corner, stays on her feet, and then Peacock, who made the initial contact, gets in on the tackle. And they bring McAllister down for a loss of about 5. It'll be 3rd and 15.
Yeah. Coach Nick Murray looks like he's going to do punt in this situation, which he should. Try to make Team Ontario go on a longer route to the end zone.
Tara Lawson out there once again. She's thrown on 2 separate 3rd down occasions and is forced out of bounds at the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 1, and Team New Brunswick will turn the ball over on downs once again.
Yeah, not sure if this was intended or if the punter on that, the number 11 for Team New Brunswick.
14.
14, that's Tara Lawson. Let's see if she had really any pressure. No, it was, maybe right there. You can see the pressure was coming from the outside, and she decided to take it.
First down, 10 yards to go for Team Ontario Black, leading 16-8 with 5 minutes left to play here in this opening half. Emily Roca picks up 4.
Just looking at the sideline, Dan, we're seeing number 10 for Team Ontario Black, Maya Peters, doesn't have her helmet. She's watching from the sideline. So they're taking all the precautions necessary to make sure they don't rush her back in.
She went to the medical tents to get checked out, and she has obviously since vacated that spot. It looks like her helmet might be underneath underneath the tent on a table. Roca finally brought down. Number 65, Chloe Estabrooks, makes the stop for Team New Brunswick.
Yeah, good defense here by Team New Brunswick. You see here in the little bit of a low snap right there, and Roca really had no time, and the smothering New Brunswick defense right there to stop them, forcing a 3rd and 10 situation.
Alex Purdy in there as well. She's had a good defensive first half for Team New Brunswick. Roca on 3rd down, 10 yards to go. Tries to hit the hole quickly, doesn't work out. And Chloe Estabrooks there once again, and Team Ontario Black turns the ball over on downs.
Yeah, Chloe Estabrook from L'École L'Odyssée in Moncton, New Brunswick, with a great tackle right there. Another low snap here for Team Ontario Black, but there is Chloe Estabrook with the wrap-up and forcing a turnover on downs, giving the ball back to New Brunswick on their 36-yard line.
And she's getting all kinds of plaudits at the New Brunswick bench. Emma Lundrigan in the shotgun. The give to Jana McAllister, wrapped up immediately by Evangeline Lawrence, and it's a pickup of 1.
Yeah, Lawrence been really good on those jet sweeps, and if you're Team New Brunswick right now, and the jet sweeps aren't working, maybe you got to try to just mix it up a bit with, a little bit of a passing game, just so that you can spread out that defense a bit to set back up the jet sweep, right? You come back to it, but you got to really mix it up here and show a little bit more balance here on offense.
Neither team has a completed pass on the stat sheet so far, with 2 minutes and 51 seconds remaining here in this opening half. Lundrigan takes the snap from center to quick gift to Jana McAllister. She's got some room. Jana McAllister. A 75-yard touchdown run, and Team New Brunswick has an opportunity to get this game tied up.
Nice cutback here by Jana McAllister. Again, they go with their bread and butter. Actually, this was jet sweep right there, and she saw the back door, and she saw daylight. She tucked the ball, and she took it all the way to the house. And great run right there by Jenna McAllister, and she's got the nose for the end zone.
75 yards. And Emery Boland in to tie this up. Alexia Brazo to hold, high snap. Brazo forced to take it on her own, trying to find some space, can't do it. And Team Ontario Black leads by 2, 16-14.
Yeah, great football game here. That's what you want to see here, a competition game between Team Ontario Black and Team New Brunswick. We had a close game in that first game for about the first quarter with Team Quebec against Team Saskatchewan, and now with 2:32 left to go at the half, we got a real good one here at TD Place here in Ottawa, Ontario.
So, Team Ontario Black will get the football back and see what they can do offensively with 2.5 minutes to go.
Yeah, the big question for me is Maya Peters going to be okay to return in the second half, because obviously she's a big part of that offense, and we'll see in the second half if she returns.
10 carries for 102 yards so far as Liliana Sachin heads out onto the field for Team Ontario Black. Awaiting this kick from Emery Boland. Katie Foley back. I believe that's Ella Townsend out there as well. Awaiting to return this kick from Boland.
Not sure what the holdup is here.
Referees conferring at some level.
Are we at a TV commercial timeout here, or?
No, it's national ads.
Motel 6.
Boland gets the kick away, and Foley will go all the way back to her own 12, 13-yard line or to pick it up. Here's Katie Foley trying to make a couple of moves, and then is wrapped up there by number 20, Lillian Panny of Team New Brunswick, pinning Team Ontario Black deep in their own territory at their own 21-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go.
I'm sure the Team New Brunswick special team corner really happy with that play, getting a nice bounce and really pinning the Team Ontario Black on the 21-yard line, because now you can tell your defense, try to get a 2 and out, have them turn the ball over and have a chance to score some more points before the half.
Emily Roca remains in at quarterback in relief of Maya Peters, who went out with an injury. She's standing on the sidelines without her helmet on, so we may not see her again. Here's Roca, gets to the outside. Emily Roca finally forced out of bounds around the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 19 and a big first down for Team Ontario Black.
Yeah, great job by the offensive line here from Team Ontario Black. You'll see on the replay, Emily Roca went to the left side of the offensive line and pushed out of bounds at about the 41-yard line, giving Team Ontario Black with 2:20 left on the board a first down.
All kinds of motion. Foley and Townsend set up to the right of quarterback Emily Roca. Roca gets to the line of scrimmage, throws it over the middle, and now there's a fight for it between Emery Boland and Katie Foley. Who got it? Katie Foley. The pass is complete. The first completion of the football game by either team offensively. The pickup is 7. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, good job by Team Ontario, number 80, Katie Foley. I thought for a second there, Team New Brunswick was able to strip the ball away, but Foley was able to come down with it.
on second down. Roca, the give to Townsend, pushes through. Looks like she'll have the first down. Number 81, Maya Longley.
She's brought down by number 81, Maya Longley. Then we got first down.
First down.
Nice run there by number 32, Ella Townsend.
At their own 52. Roca, the give to Townsend once again, trying to get to the outside, but was met there by Emma Bradley. Once again, very strong on that outside corner.
Oh, absolutely. You know what? This is a really interesting strategy here by Team Ontario. Running the football up the middle to the outside, Ella Thompson. And Team New Brunswick defense really looking good here in the later stage of the second quarter.
The Roca takes it herself and goes nowhere. Got to the line of scrimmage. Mia Longley once again making the stop for Team New Brunswick. And they're going to get the football back in great field position with a minute 18 left to go.
Yeah, so with Maya Peters out for Team Ontario Black, forcing a bit of a strategy change in the running game for Team Ontario Black, because now they got to have more of a dose of balance between passing and running, and now you're seeing more Ella Townsend involved.
Roca wrapped up immediately. Emma Bradley in from the outside. Nobody picked her up. Able to sack the quarterback and get the football back. 58 seconds left to go. And Team New Brunswick has to go 52 yards.
Yeah, you know, I keep wondering what the strategy on third down for a lot of these teams in these tournaments. I've never seen a tournament with so much risk-taking on third down when nobody's playing ball possession and giving short fields to the opposition. It's something that's really stand out for me here in this tournament.
Center Ainsley Meehan for Team New Brunswick. Emma Lundrigan. The give to Jana McAllister, trying to get around the corner, and Shelby Peacock read it all the way and pushed Jana McAllister back for a loss of 8.
Yeah, good job by Team Ontario on defense right here. You can see number 3 and number 30 with the Grenadiers helmet on right there. And good job on defense to limit the game to none. In fact, a loss
of 8. Second down, 18 to go. Definite passing situation here. Brazo in motion. Lundrigan sets up, throws that one over the middle, intending it for number 11, Sarah Linder.
You know, that is not a bad play right there. And I wish I would see more passing from both these teams just to try to mix it up, because you see they can throw the ball. I wish they would just try to incorporate that more into their balanced attack of running and passing the ball.
On third down, Lawson throws that one. Brazo can't hang on. Had it for a moment and dropped it. And Team Ontario Black has 27 seconds to work some magic. And Maya Peters remains on the sidelines.
Yeah, they'll probably keep her out till after to reevaluate. But again, another gamble on third down, giving Team Ontario great field position with 27 seconds left. And we saw in the last game with 1 second left, somebody took it to Housewood on a 60-some yard run.
Gee, I wonder who that might have been.
Oh, I think her name's something like Morneau.
I believe that would be correct. Another big game for Frederick Morneau as Quebec got past Team Saskatchewan. Katie Foley forced well wide. Emery Boland there to make the tackle. Katie Foley losing a couple on the play.
1 yard loss on that play.
Now, the thing you really want to be careful here for your Team Ontario, it's 16-14. It's a very close game. There's 20 seconds left to the half. You don't want to give any team momentum going into the half. So I would be very, in my own view, I'd be very conservative just running the ball, because the last thing you want to do is create momentum for the other team.
Or take a knee and take a lead into the break. Here's Roca setting up, throws a pass over, and it's complete to Ella Townsend. Kaboom! Ella Townsend from Emily Roca, 52 yards for the touchdown. And Team Ontario Black leads 22-14.
Or you throw it over the middle for a touchdown. Great throw here from Roca to Ella Townsend. And wide open, New Brunswick really fell asleep there in the secondary, and they might have been anticipating more run there, and they really caught that secondary napping, because they were able to get Townsend down the seam, and they got her for a touchdown with no seconds left on the board.
Shelby Peacock in to attempt a two-point conversion. Can't, picks up the ball, and she'll just trot into the end zone for the single.
Must be something about last plays before the half here.
23-14 at the end of the first half here at TD Place in the 2023 U18 Women's National Football Championships. It started out so promising for Team New Brunswick, and Team Ontario Black just came back to dominate, including the loss of their own starting quarterback.
Yeah, you know, you lose Maya Peters early in the second quarter, and you got to give credit to Emily Roca to step in right there and lead the offense. And what can you say about Ella Thompson doing a great job at the last play of the second quarter to give their team a lead?
Ella Townsend, one catch for 52 yards. It goes into the end zone for a touchdown. Shelby Peacock converts, and at the end of the first half, it's 23-14 for Ontario Black over Team New Brunswick. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in about 10 minutes' time with the second half here from TD Place in the nation's capital.
At every OK Tire store, you'll find a local owner who lives in your community, proudly offering full auto service. And when you shop with us, you're shopping local. OK Tire. Service, repair, and tires. It's going to be okay.
So, you want to play flag football? Let's get started. You will receive 2 flags and a football. Your team has the ball, which means you're on offense. Your job is to get the ball into the opponent's end zone to score points, which is called a touchdown. The offense starts with the ball in their own end. From there, they will have 3 chances to cross the midfield line to earn a first down. This will give another 3 chances to reach the end zone. If the defense prevents the offense from scoring by intercepting a pass or making the offense run out of downs, the ball will be turned over and they will now get a chance to score a touchdown. For information, as well as where to sign up and begin playing, visit footballcanada.com/flagfootball.
Football excitement continues, and at OK Tire, we've teamed up with the CFL to bring you all the action, celebrating and supporting communities across Canada while cheering on our local teams. OK Tire, proud partner and fan of the CFL.
Parents, are you looking to get your kids involved in a fun, low-cost sport that they will love? Flag football is one of the fastest-growing sports in North America for good reason. This non-contact, team-oriented sport develops fundamental movement and social skills, all while building lifelong friendships. It's never too late to start. Visit footballcanada.com/flagfootball and see how you can get involved.
What does it take to become elite? It takes more than dedication, focus, and hard work. It takes an elite-level training program. Customized, sport-specific, online. Your perfect workout every time. That's Volt Athletics.
Having GameStrat for us has been game-changing, truly. Coach high school football now for 22 years. Having that instant replay, the opportunity to show players the mistakes they're making, the things they're doing right, is a world of difference of having to wait until Saturday morning or Monday afternoon to make the corrections. It's an opportunity for them to visually see what they're doing, at least attempt to make the corrections there on the spot.
When we switched over from our previous sideline system, the thing that we noticed was, number one, how easy it was. You don't have to be a computer expert in order to work it. The concerns I had were just reliability. If you have it, you pay the money for it, and you invest the time in it, and have people there do it, you want it to work.
With a lot of companies, they'll tell you what they're going to be able to do, and we've had that in the past where they sell you the product, they give you a nice big promise, but they can't really follow through on it, and just a lot of times we don't need to call because it's so easy to set up, and that's been pretty helpful.
For our end, just makes it easy because it's reliable.
To have that opportunity to go directly from the sideline to the end zone is tremendous. Literally just a touch of the screen gets you from the sideline view to the end zone view. It's as easy as texting on your phone or just scrolling through social media.
GameStrat has completely lived up and gone beyond my expectations.
Out of doubt, I wouldn't hesitate to suggest switching over to GameStrat. The product is awesome. It's everything that and more that it's billed as, and it's effortless to set up and to use, and simple process. And really, what are we doing it for? We're doing it to give our players an opportunity to win games, and we feel that by using GameStrat, we have every opportunity each week.
I don't want to coach a game without it. If there was another coach that was looking at using a product similar to GameStrat, if we were playing them, I would say use a different product. The customer service is head and shoulders above the rest. Reach out to them. You'll regret it if you don't.
OK Tire Store, you'll find a local owner who lives in your community, proudly offering full auto service. And when you shop with us, you're shopping local. OK Tire. Service, repair, and tires. It's going to be okay.
So, you want to play flag football? Let's get started. You will receive 2 flags and a football. Your team has the ball, which means you're on offense. Your job is to get the ball into the opponent's end zone to score points, which is called a touchdown. The offense starts with the ball in their own end. From there, they will have 3 chances to cross the midfield line to earn a first down. This will give another 3 chances to reach the end zone. If the defense prevents the offense from scoring by intercepting a pass or making the offense run out of downs, the ball will be turned over and they will now get a chance to score a touchdown. For information, as well as where to sign up and begin playing, visit footballcanada.com/flagfootball.
Welcome back to TD Place, the site of the 2023 U18 Women's National Football Championships. Dan Mooney alongside Coach Ron Raymond, and Team Ontario Black leads after the first half, 23-14. Pretty impressive first half, but we have yet to see whether or not Maya Peters is going to make a return to this football game after becoming injured halfway through that second quarter.
Yeah, Emily Roca coming in, doing a really good job here for Team Ontario Black, and we saw before the half it was I believe it was 16-14 ball game, and we thought we were going to go in with a 2-point lead here, and all of a sudden, last play of the game, Ella Thompson took it to the house, caught the New Brunswick defense napping a bit in the secondary, and you know, you got to play, like they say, right, 48 minutes of football, and Team New Brunswick going to wish that when they look back at the end of the game, if that's going to really hurt them.
Ella Townsend just took the number 1 right through to Moncton.
I don't know where he comes up with these folks.
Emery Boland, her kick. Picked up by Katie Foley at her own 25. Foley trying to find a seam. Flag is down after Foley brought down by number 16, Talia Gordine.
Yeah, the umpire there, number 26, with authority on that throw to the flag, emphasizing that penalty right there on the special teams.
That's Stephen King, the line judge. Makes his home in the nation's capital. Illegal block against Team Ontario Black, so they'll move the sticks back 10 yards, and Team Ontario Black will scrimmage first down, 10 yards to go from their own 26.
So Team Ontario Black going to go with Emily Roca again here to start the second half. It looks like Maya Peters, she does have her helmet in her hands, but we'll see. She's just looking at the stands, giving a thumbs up. So we might see her in the third quarter here.
Emily Roca in the shotgun. Brianna Carty and Katie Foley. Split wide right. Pass over the middle and out of the hands of Ella Townsend. Wide open again out of the backfield.
Yeah, the same play they did right before the half, Dan. They really saw something there in that secondary. And you know what? When you're running the ball effectively with Ella Townsend, and well, now she's on the line of scrimmage, but they saw something in the secondary. They went right back at it, and they almost got him again.
Roca, the give to Brianna Carty. Carty keeps the legs going and pushes forward for a pickup of 4. Emma Bradley there to make the stop for New Brunswick.
Yeah, leaving another third down situation, Dan, and we've seen both these coaches today really be risk takers on third down, and really in a close battle like this, I would think you would want to play field position, because if you're on third down here and you're going for it and you don't convert here, you're giving New Brunswick the ball in great field position, but we'll see what maybe we've got another quick kick lined up here.
Roca in the shotgun, third down, along 5. Roca takes it herself, wrapped up there by number 81, Mia Longley, and Team Ontario Black stalls and gives up the football to Team New Brunswick at their own 32-yard line.
Yeah, I'm really trying to understand the logic and the strategy of both these coaches of really a lot of risk-taking here on third down. Now you just gave the ball over on downs to your own 32-yard line, and on any given play, you know McAllister and Brazeau can take it to the house on any given time.
There's Lundrigan. Pitches that one out for Tara Lawson, and Lawson will pick up 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 7.
I think it's the first time I've seen Lawson here on the roster. They have her listed as a quarterback, but they got her playing as a tailback in this situation.
Lundrigan again. Quick pitch to Lawson. She looked to dish it off for Brazeau. And the loose ball fallen on by Team Ontario Black. And again, Team New Brunswick turned away with Team Ontario Black leading by 9.
Love the creativity here, Dan. There's supposed to be, it looked like a pitch option pitch on that play, but the second pitch never occurred, and it happened to be a fumble. And now Team Ontario really kind of lucky to get the ball back here on the 36-yard line, making it 1st and 10.
Emily Roca remains in at quarterback. Maya Peters has her helmet on the sidelines, and that intended once again for Ella Townsend, almost intercepted by Emery Boland.
Yeah, Emery Boland's going to see that one in her sleep here this evening, because he had that. She had it covered very well, and when the ball came, she kind of lost track of it and was unable to bring it in.
On 2nd down. Passing situation for Team Ontario Black, but the Team New Brunswick defense fully expecting that Alexia Brazeau and Alex Purdy there to make the stop on Emily Roca after a pickup of 5.
Yeah, I believe that was Maya Longley, the defensive lineman for Team New Brunswick, with a beautiful tackle right there. Now another 3rd and 5 situation. Looks like Team Ontario going to really roll the dice again and go.
Maya Peters back into the football game, takes off around the left side, turns the corner, and with a great burst of speed, finally pushed out of bounds by Emery Boland. 30 yards on the pickup by Maya Peters, and what What a way to come back into the ball game.
Well, it just shows you how valuable she is to this Team Ontario offense. You know, she left the game, comes back in the game, first play, takes it to the outside, and right away, Team Ontario looking good on this drive for getting more points.
Peters calls her own number again to the right side. Boland wraps her up after a pickup of 3.
Yeah, nice tackle there by Emery Boland. Emery Boland from Frederick, Ontario, goes to Leo Hayes High School. And you'll see here, Maya Peters calls her number, goes to the right side, and right there, you see number 19 come into your screen. That is Emery Boland making the tackle.
Emily Roca back in the game. Team Ontario Black platooning quarterbacks now. Roca tries to get around the outside on second down. She picks up 5. Tackle made by Alexia Brazo. And it will be 3rd and 1 for Team Ontario Black.
Yeah, almost Steve Spurrier type of system here back in the day when Ottawa's own Jesse Palmer with the, I forget the other quarterback he had there at Florida, where they were using that.
Tim Tebow.
No, that wasn't Tebow. But, yeah, going with the double quarterback tandem here of Emily Roca and Maya Peters.
Direct snap. Brianna Carty leaves it for Peters. Peters picks up 7 and gets another first down for Team Ontario Black.
And again, I talked about this earlier. You see here that anytime you can run the ball effectively like this, it shows up later in the game, like the 3rd and 4th quarter, where you wear down the defense, and you start seeing some of the defense players have their hands on their waist, showing a bit of fatigue, and we'll see how this sets in here in the 3rd and 4th quarter.
Roca takes the snap, tries to get around the outside. Alex Purdy shook off the block of Katie Foley and dropped the Team Ontario Black quarterback after a gain of 2.
Yeah, so somebody in the chat is asking, what is the temperature? Doesn't look too hot. No, it's, you know what? There's kind of a little bit of a breeze right now. You can see the flags moving a bit. But here in the nation's capital today, we did have a hot weather, and the current temperature here at 6:46 is 28 degrees out here.
Not necessarily the heat, but the humidity is what gets you. Ella Townsend to the 20, brought down by Emma Bradley and Alex Purdy, but there's a flag in the defensive secondary.
I want to thank everybody in the chat supporting their favorite team, their favorite player here today in the game between Team Ontario Black and Team New Brunswick. And your support is very much appreciated, I'm sure, from both these teams' families and the players.
Holding the call against Team Ontario Black. That'll move the ball back all the way back to the 32-yard line. And Alex Roca stays in.
Yeah, so you got a nice shot there. That flags. The wind blowing today was a nice shot there from the camera guys. Good job, guys.
With the Aberdeen Pavilion off in the distance. The 1903 Stanley Cup Final was played in that Aberdeen Pavilion as Katie Foley takes the pass from Roca. It's a pickup of 8, and she gets back to the original line of scrimmage, but it will be 3rd down.
Yeah, if you ever want to know Ottawa trivia, just ask Dan Mooney. Take Ottawa trivia for 300, Dan.
Is it a daily double? So on 3rd down, Foley and Townsend. There's a pass over the middle, intending that for number 33, Waverly Kendall.
You know what? That was a well-intended pass there to Waverly Kendall. Had Kendall just kept running, because the one thing quarterbacks, they got enough pressure coming at them through the line of scrimmage, And, you know, they don't see when a receiver stops running when the ball is thrown in the air. And this is why all the receivers out there never stop running when you're running your vertical routes.
Emma Lundrigan in a reasonably deep drop. Pitches that out. Tara Lawson wrapped up immediately by Shelby Peacock.
Yeah, I see. You see what the Team New Brunswick offense is trying to do here. It's almost like a rugby scrum where they're trying to pitch it to one tailback where they catch it. You'll see here the quarterback for Team New Brunswick pitches it to number 14, and then she wanted to pitch it again to, I believe that was number 21. It was almost like a rugby scrum type throwback, but Team Ontario defense really there to make the call.
Lawson throws, it's picked off. No, it's not, it's dropped. Liliana Sachin from Cora Collegiate and Sault Ste. Marie with an opportunity. I think she was looking in the end zone before she had possession of the football.
Yeah. No, trying to be creative here, a little bit of trickery. And Team Ontario really not having any of it, very aware of what's going on here. Liliane Shashin almost got the interception there, which lead a third down situation.
There's Lawson, tries to move it up, and she gets to the 21, but again, Team New Brunswick giving up the football and giving Team Ontario Black excellent field position, and Maya Peters comes back onto the field to lead the Ontario Black offense.
Oh, good defense there by Team Ontario. Again, a third down situation, not converting. You're giving you up in a 23-14 football game with 3:59 left in the third quarter. You're really giving the Team Ontario a really good opportunity to get more points.
Peters gets a block, gets to the outside, cuts back inside, and she's met by Cameron Walker along with who else? Defensively, Emery Boland for Team New Brunswick.
Yeah, I really like this play design here from Team Ontario Black. They were faking the jet sweep, and Maya Peters using the jet sweep as a fullback to follow on like a sort of lead. But you know what? Really good play. It netted them about 4 yards on offense.
On second down. From the 16, Peters finds a hole up the middle, as held up there, and number 51, Alexis Braun, holds her down, and late flags everywhere.
Yeah. Maybe you're getting a little heated there in the trenches. I see some of the players putting their hands up saying, what? And
Who, me?
Who, me? But you saw Peters right there. Nice block there. Didn't get the number. Number 13 with a nice Sarah Kennedy, but maybe it was that play right there which drew the flags on the retaliation from Team New Brunswick.
Unnecessary roughness against New Brunswick moves the football down to the 1 yard line. Team Ontario Black looking to punch it over the goal line here. And this is the situation they usually use. Brianna Carty, and Maya Peters wants to call a timeout.
Yeah, you got to keep your cool in these type of games here with 3:04 left in the third quarter, 23-14. You can't be giving away yardage like that, right? It's unfortunate that you didn't convert third down, but you can't. I talked about it earlier in the broadcast. The thing you don't want to do in a football game is to have hurt your team is penalties and turnovers. And you'll see here on this, I believe it was this play where there was that penalty. That was a good drive, and then you saw number 12. And just a little push in the back right there, I thought was what the official saw. And I think that's what drew the flag. And again, in a game of football, you can't let your emotions have the better of you. You got to keep in check and take out your aggression on the next play between the whistles. That's the number one thing you got to do as a football. And it's tough out there. In the heat of the moment, you know, the one thing I always remember going to a coach's clinic once in Hamilton, and there was the Hamilton Tire Cats offensive line coach, and he was teaching the guys at the clinic on the offensive line to always get that last shove after a play to really irk the defensive guys. And,
And it might.
It might, oh, yeah. But it was just the way he said it was kind of funny to always get that last shove after a whistle.
First down, goal to go from the 1. Team Ontario Black, Maya Peters takes it in herself. And it's now 29-14 for Team Ontario.
Yeah, good job by the offensive line here from Team Ontario Black. You'll see here the O-line just getting a great drive on that push. Look at that drive. Oh, wow. Number 92, 33 for Team Ontario Black with a great drive right there. And look at Maya Peters. She really appreciates that. And Team Ontario Black really 29-14 now with 2 points pending could really take a really nice lead here.
Shelby Peacock looking to convert. Kick is up, and it's good. 31-14, Ontario Black leading Team New Brunswick with 3:01 left to go in the third quarter. Lots of time left.
Lots of time left, Dan, and people in the chat are saying, Brooke Lawson, let's go New Brunswick. Dan Crowley saying, great defense, ladies, let's go. Mrs. Cardy, let's go Team Black. That's my girl, Brianna Cardy, doing a great job today, Mrs. Cardy. And amazing work, ladies, says Mrs. Cardy. So thanks again to everybody in the chat. Hope you're enjoying today's broadcast here at TD Place. And we're enjoying it, bringing it to you guys.
Indeed, the home of the Ottawa Red Blacks of the Canadian Football League. But today, it's the home of the 2023 U18 Women's National Football Championships. And boy, have we been treated to a great display by these really young athletes.
You know, Dan, I talked to a lot of my coaching friends, and the last couple of years, I know here in Ottawa, we've been hearing a lot about ladies football, women's football, and we're all doing our football. We never got the opportunity to really see it, and you know what? It was really an eye-opener for myself to see this here this weekend on the great football these women are playing.
Jana McAllister returns that 7 or 8, and New Brunswick gets the football back. 2:57 remaining here in the third quarter, and they'll start 1st and 10 from their own 38.
All right, so if you're Team New Brunswick right now, Dan, this is go time, right? This is 31-14. You're down a couple of touchdowns here, and you got to get a drive going. You got to get back to what got you here in that big game against Quebec where you scored 72 points against one of the best teams in the tournament.
Tara Lawson in at quarterback, calls her own number, pushes forward for about 7. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, great job by Lawson right there, taking the snap from center. And what I like what she did on that play, she made a little a deke, a little juke to the left here. You'll see as if she was going to run to the left, took a little stutter step, and then went to the right, broke a bit of a tackle right there, and fought for about 3 extra yards. Great job there by the Team New Brunswick quarterback, Tara Lawson, doing a good job.
Funky snap. And
Fumble on the play recovered by Team New Brunswick's number 1 divisional warrior,
Emma Lundrigan out there as well in a halfback position as Tara Lawson took that snap from center. Lundrigan able to fall on the loose football and maintain possession.
Looks like there was a flag on the play.
There seems to, yeah, at the line of scrimmage. Which was the 45-yard line. It's against New Brunswick. The penalty is declined. It's 3rd down.
Yeah, unfortunate for Team New Brunswick right here. Again, you saw the snap right there. Just bobbled. Really good snap. Just Lundrigan just couldn't get a grasp of it. And look at that swarming defense just all over it.
So on 3rd down.
Are we going to get a punt here?
Tara Lawson is lining up, but she's only 7 yards back. So I would imagine she is not going to kick it away, but she does. Katie Foley lets it bounce, picks it up at her own 50, trying to get around the outside, but no, says, guess, Emery Bowden.
Emery Boland's been having a great game here today for Team New Brunswick. And you know what, Don? This is we've questioned some of the third down calls here all day. Why wouldn't you punt on most of these third downs? Now you're, instead of giving the ball on the 40-some yard line, now you're forcing Team Ontario Black to go from their own 48-yard line. And yeah, some of the, again.
Maya Peters back in the football game. Again, calling her own number, weaving her way through the New Brunswick defense for a pickup of 12 and another Ontario Black first down.
Yeah, Maya Peters, glad to see her back, and I see her her friends from Salmon Cove, I believe that's Newfoundland, Vicky Reutner cheering her on here today. So a little shout out to our friends from Salmon Cove here today. Hope you guys enjoying the football game.
First down. Peters sets up, throws, almost picked off. Boland had a chance. Alex Purdy had a chance. And that pass was intended for Abby Repa-Rogers. Incomplete.
Is there anywhere on the field that Emery Boland's not around? She almost got an interception right there.
I don't think that she's been off the field, playing both sides of the ball.
Yeah, she's got a nose for the football, and she's a great football player.
2nd and 10. Peters gonna try to run, but Alexis Braun says you're not going anywhere. So it's a loss of 3. It'll be 3rd and 13.
Yeah, great play by number 51. You're gonna see Alex Braun coming right through the line of scrimmage, and it shed her tackle on number 92. That's Gemma O'Connor of the Team Ontario. And that is classic shed your tackle and make the tackle play right there. Great job from Team New Brunswick. Great punt.
Oh, and a Team Ontario Black bounce as well.
It just, I'm trying to understand why they're gambling on all these third down when they're making 50-yard punts all game like that. You know what I mean?
A 52-yard single makes it 32-14. I don't see any flags down, so I would imagine that the single point should stand. And they're bringing the ball out to the 35. 32-14, a 52-yard single.
Yeah, great punt. Great punt by Team Ontario Black here. And again, to me, the game of football is about field position. And when you give the opposition a short field, it doesn't really help your defense. And especially if your defense has been on the field a long time, you want to give them a break. And, proper rotation also really helps. And by punting the ball, now you're forcing the opposition to really go a longer way to be successful.
So New Brunswick should get the ball back. There's an explanation being delivered by referee Julia Long to Shelby Peacock of Ontario Black.
And normally a situation like that, because it involves a single point, you got to give the options to the players to either accept the penalty or decline it. Because of that, you really got to explain about the single point that's involved. That could
didn't see a flag.
Yeah, no, good point. I didn't see one. Maybe it came out late.
Tara Lawson going to the New Brunswick bench.
See, she says decline it. We got the.
I'm not sure that there's anything to decline.
Yeah, and you got one of the officials explain it to Team New Brunswick. I believe that's head coach Nick Murray, who he's talking to right there, and giving Coach Murray the options of what he wants to do here on this penalty call. While we're waiting, we got a shout out to Coach Murray and Melanson from Kenbo. Thanks for watching Kenbo, best coaches in New Brunswick. Also, Jim McPhee, as proud as I am for Team Ontario Black, I'm extremely grateful for all these amazing athletes for all over the nation representing women's football. Yeah, we second that too. Jim McPhee, 79. And Klaus says, let's go number 14, Tara Lawson. So Tara Lawson got a big fan with Klaus.
It would appear that the officials may be as confused as we are right now.
You know when the music comes on, it's been too long.
They're moving the ball back. Still, no point has been put on the board. I'm still a little curious. More than likely a no yards call on the punt.
So did they decline the single point, or?
It's not up on the board yet. Now, there's Alex Purdy and Katie Foley all over.
Yeah, so there's the replay.
So just as Purdy touched the ball, she was tackled. So there's no yards, and that is the reason why no single point has been awarded. So it's still 31-14. Lawson calls her own number and is pushed out at the 24-yard line. A pickup of 9. Good tackle there by Liliana Sachin. And that is the end of the third quarter. 31-14, Team Ontario Black in control of this one, but New Brunswick will have the football to begin the fourth quarter.
Yeah, the way Team New Brunswick really started the game, we thought we'd see another offensive production like we did see against Team Quebec, where they scored 72 points. But you got to give credit to this balanced team for Team Ontario on defense, doing a really good job, and on offense, doing a good job with running the football. Haven't seen a lot of throws here by neither team, but you know, there's an old saying in football: you throw to score and you run to win. And right now, Team Ontario is running to win.
Leading by 17. 3 scores. And the way these defenses are playing, both defenses are playing tremendously well. So it'll be 2nd and 1 from their own 24-yard line for Team New Brunswick. Emma Lundrigan in at quarterback. Alexia Brazo, the lone setback. Lundrigan setting up, throwing that one over the middle. Brazo was tied up, and a late flag once again.
I was waiting for that flag, Dan. I watched the receivers here lined up to the trips right. So you had 3 receivers lined up to the right side of the quarterback, and while they about 5 yards downfield, they all got wrapped up by the defenders, and that's why you saw the quarterback for Team New Brunswick, Endrin Lundrigan, just wait and wait and wait, but none of the receivers were open because they were all held up by the defense. So I got to believe pass interference is the call, and they're calling it on an offense. Wow.
Illegal block is the indication from referee Julia Long.
I don't know if we can get a replay of that last play. No. And, yeah, it's unfortunate. But, yeah, I don't understand that call. I really thought the pass interference was on Team Ontario, but according to the referee here on the near side of the field, he believed it was the offense that was doing the holding. So I don't know about that one.
It'll be 2nd down, repeated, 11 yards to go this time. So another passing situation for Team New Brunswick. in order to get out of the shadow of their own goalposts. Low snap through the legs of Lundrick, and she falls on it, and it's going to be 3 scores anyway. New Brunswick might be better served to give up a safety here.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you right there, because it's about field position, right? If you go on 3rd down, it's by giving up 2 points, yeah, the opposition is going to get the ball on their own 35. But you're really playing with fire here. If you do go for it, you either, do you want to give 2 or do you want to give 7? That's the way I look at this. Or you do the smart thing and you punt it. And there's no returners left here, Team Ontario.
Play blown down. Timeout called by Team New Brunswick. And perhaps that's the strategy that they're going to implement here.
I think Coach Nick Murray thought maybe if he was going to do a quick kick, there was no blockers in front of the defensive lineman, and he saw that really quickly, and he called a timeout. Good timeout here by Coach Nick Murray of Team New Brunswick.
Team Ontario Black in control of this one. Team Ontario Black didn't have much of an opposition against the Indigenous team. They won that one 70-0. They're in pretty tough here, and Emery Boland stands a yard deep inside her own end zone. Boland gets the kick away. It takes a New Brunswick bounce all the way back out to the 42. Picked up by Katie Foley. And she's dropped downfield by Alexia Brazo. So they didn't give up the 2, and a pretty reasonable kick there by Emery Boland. She's doing it all for Team New Brunswick.
And if you're Team Ontario, why wouldn't you put a punt return knowing it's 3rd down? And you got to be, playing the numbers here, thinking that, if you do have even have your free safety up high, so that way, if they do a quick kick, you got somebody back there to recover.
Andrew, where do you want me, held or free? On 1st down from the New Brunswick 43-yard line, Maya Peters and the Team Ontario Black offense on the pitch. Here's Ella Townsend. Wrapped up there by Purdy after a pickup of 4. No further.
Were you watching the Team Canada soccer this morning on the pitch?
They won. They beat Ireland.
2-1.
2-1. And in a game that they desperately needed to win to get out of the group stage.
Yep, absolutely. And they got it.
Peters, bootleg around the right side, wrapped up by Emery Boland once again, but not before she picks up 7, and that's enough for another Ontario Black 1st down.
Yeah, great job by Maya Peters right there. She took it to the outside, and Cameron Walker was out there, and she was being held up by the player in front of her, but Maya Peters made the right read, took it inside, and got the 1st down.
Emily Roca back in at quarterback. Roca calls her own number, steps up the middle, and picks up about 5, maybe 6 on the play.
She's tackled by number 81 for Team New Brunswick, the middle Kittermayer, Mia Longley.
Mia Longley there to make the stop for Team New Brunswick. And the gain is 5.
Yeah, we've seen in the last game between Team Manitoba and Ontario Red that Manitoba made a nice little comeback. We'll see if New Brunswick has that in store here today with 9:04 left.
Roca. Townsend takes it, and she'll be a yard shy of a 1st down.
Nice job by Talia Gordine here to really, you'll see that she made like a shoelace tackle right here. Ella Thompson Townsend goes right to the line of scrimmage, and you see right there, number 16, just enough to trip her up right there and limit and really force a 3rd and 1. So good job by number 16 from Team New Brunswick. Timeout.
Another timeout called. This time by Team New Brunswick. Timeout Team Ontario officially, I suppose.
Do you need a Mike Sutherland to correct you there?
No, I thought it was New Brunswick. I looked at Julia Long, and she indicated the timeout and then pointed to the New Brunswick side of the field.
Football Ontario would like to thank its sponsors and suppliers who help make this event a reality. Kenmar Financial Services, we place our emphasis on
Coming into the ball game now, Chloe Estabrook
what they own. We deliver comprehensive
for
institutional services
Team New Brunswick.
to clients' specific needs. At Ottawa General Contractors, we handle all kinds of home renovation services for every room in your home, and we can also build you an entirely home. Your Ottawa renovation specialists.
Great games here today at TD Place. Got another good one to start at 8:30.
Indeed, that's Alberta versus Ontario Red. And that'll wrap up our day. Peters and Townsend get confused. Peters forced around the left side and gets to the 20-yard line. It will be enough for another first down.
Yeah, nice run by Peters. Just dancing down the sideline right there. Turned the corner, and she just needed maybe like an extra yard on the sideline to really maybe bring it in. But good job by the defense to cut off her leverage.
Peters, the give to Spadafora. Cuts back inside, and Alexia Brazo takes her down after a pickup of 4.
Good run there by number 13, Neva Spadafora. The only thing, again, the one thing I'm going to say I saw a lot here this week is the running backs run high. And what I mean by running high, when you're close to initiating contact, see how she's still standing up? I would like to see the ball carriers get a little bit lower and protecting themselves when they're going to initiate contact. And just something that I've really noticed over the last week here at the championships.
Peters will throw that one. She was trying to get it to number 22, Jasmine Mee. And the ball is recovered by Cameron Walker. And it will be New Brunswick's defense coming to the 4 here. Nope, they're not giving it back to her.
No, it's because it was a 4 lateral pass. It's not a fumble.
Incomplete.
Exactly, and that's a lot of the arguments we have a lot with some of the players and coaches sometimes is that if it's a lateral and forward, it's not a fumble. It's an incomplete pass.
Peters in on 3rd down. Setting up, throws over the middle, intending that for number 33, Waverly Kendall. And that goes incomplete. New Brunswick's offense will head out onto the field as they turn Ontario Black away again. 7:13 left to go, trailing by 17.
You know, number 3 for Team New Brunswick was in a really tough spot there. Emma Bradley from Willow Grove, New Brunswick. She had her back to the play, and really the only thing she could really focus on was the hands of the intended receiver, and when she saw the hands go up and the ball come, she swatted away and took the hands away from the intended receiver, giving New Brunswick 1st and 10.
Emma Lundrigan at quarterback in the shotgun. Brazo in motion, the give to McAllister, and kind of a not a very clean exchange between Lundrigan and McAllister, and as a result, McAllister had no momentum going forward, was able to pick up 2. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, if you recall in the first half, a lot of bobbled snaps from center to the quarterback on the exchanges on the jet sweep, and we just saw that again here.
Lundrigan sets up, throws, it's picked off. Shelby Peacock takes it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, we call that reading the mail, Dan. And she read the mail right there and took it to the house for 6. And great read by Shelby Peacock from Amherst View, Ontario. Goes to Holy Cross Secondary School. And you'll see here the quarterback take the ball from snap, look to her left, throws the ball, and there's Peacock coming in there and didn't have really long to go for a touchdown and could have just really walked it in and jumped the route. And great job by Peacock, who's now going to convert her own touchdown.
11-yard interception return by Peacock, and she puts that through. And it's now 39-14 for Team Ontario Black.
You know, that is a very good play there we just saw from Team Ontario, number 3, Shelby Peacock. The skill level here today, we've seen in the first game and tonight, really good football. And both these coaching staffs should be proud, both these teams should be proud of the skill level they've displayed here. And we just saw a great example right there.
There's a good look at Shelby Peacock. Has been pretty successful converting touchdowns for Ontario Black, but she just added to her numbers with that pick 6.
Yeah, if there's one she didn't want to miss, was that one.
Yeah. Well, she knows this is going back to Amherst View. She wants everybody to see it.
And they just did.
There's her kick. Picked up by Jana McAllister, trying to get around the left side. Stops, cuts back, and is wrapped up by number 30, Jaden Ryan.
Yeah, really impressed by the coverage teams today on the kickoff and kickoff return of the special teams. Really good special teams here this week, and you saw really a good special team coverage there by the Team New Brunswick. Oh, sorry, Team Ontario.
Mia Longley coming in to play offense for Team New Brunswick, wearing number 81. There's a look at Shelby Peacock cooling off on the sidelines here at TD Place. New quarterback, it's Alex Purdy, who did her level best just to get the football back into her hands after the high snap.
Yeah, saw a high tackle right there. I saw her head spin. I thought we were going to get a face mask when I saw the quarterback's head turn a bit here. We'll see on the replay, a high snap, and you saw Purdy go back and retrieve it. She stands up, and right there, no, it was all jersey, so good defense play here by Team Ontario.
Purdy takes it, options it out, but the pass is behind Alexia Brazo, and she's wrapped up deep. Number 97, Maya Kushney, there to make the tackle, as Alexia Brazo was probably expecting that pass, but not behind her.
Yeah, miscommunication there on that pass right there, and then, you know, they've been playing a lot of football here. They played Sunday, they played today. Fatigue could be kicking in here also for both these teams.
And a water break called. Another timeout, 4:46 left to go here in this one.
Really looking at the first game of Team New Brunswick and scoring 72 points on Team Quebec. You kind of wonder what happened in that game to Team Quebec's defense to allow 72 points. And today you saw Team Quebec really.
Well, Team Ontario Black has done a good job in containing Jana McAllister. She ran for over 200 yards in that Quebec game. She's got 7 carries for 92 today.
Yeah, that you nailed it right there.
On 3rd down and miles to go for Team New Brunswick. Emery Boland gets prepared to kick the football away once again.
Another stoppage of play here. Looks like, was it a timeout or injury?
I'm not sure. And I'm pretty sure they're not sure either.
But we do know there will be another football game right after this one. That we are sure of.
All kinds of movement. Sarah Linder, Jana McAllister, low snap. Boland can't get the kick away, and Ontario's going to get the ball back at the 3-yard line.
Tackled on the play by Team Ontario's number 97. Could have been sent by Kushner.
So there's only one defender, a snapper here, for a long snapper for Team New Brunswick, and they had 2 rushers coming in. And you got to line up somebody over the defensive ends because the center's paying attention to snapping the ball. And if it's not the perfect snap, that's what happens.
Emily Roca in the shotgun. Low snap to give to Townsend. Cuts back in. Trying to cross the line. New Brunswick doing a great job of putting up a wall of burgundy in front of Ella Townsend. She gets to the 1. She doesn't get in.
She had about 3 chances to punch that in, but Team New Brunswick very stingy on the goal line right there. You'll see there was 1, there's 2, and there's the 3rd opportunity. And Team New Brunswick doing a good job not letting Ella Townsend get into the end zone.
Roca, the give to Townsend once again. She's held up. Met immediately there.
Tackle on the play by Team New Brunswick's number 99.
Number 99, Cameron Walker, responsible for making that stop. And Team Ontario Black has not moved the football forward.
No, Team New Brunswick's defense doing a good job stopping them here. And Emily Roca coming in at quarterback for this 3rd down.
Actually, it's going to be Ella Townsend taking the snap. Townsend has it, throws it, and it's intercepted in the end zone by Cameron Walker. 2 yards deep. Walker cuts back into the middle and finally wrapped up by Emily Roca after a return of 31 yards.
Good job there by Cameron Walker. Had her eyes all downfield and saw the football coming, was able to intercept it, and she wanted to get to the goal line the other side. And a nice block right there from one of her teammates. And then there's number 19 for Team New Brunswick. That's Emily Boland leading the block right there. And number 11, that was Emily Roca with the tackle. And now Team New Brunswick has the ball back here on their own 29.
So Cameron Walker from Harrison Trimble High School in Moncton, shining for a moment for Team New Brunswick. Coming onto the field now, Lacey Johnson from Oromocto High School. And 1st and 10 from their own 29-yard line, out of the shadow of their own posts. Lundrigan takes the snap, the handoff to Jana McAllister, trying to get around the outside. Horse collar tackle will be called, and that ball will move up 15 yards. I believe it's number 50, Violet Kirk, that is pleading her case to the officials that she grabbed her shoulder pads and not the horse collar.
Well, we'll see here on the replay. There's Janet McAllister taking it to the outside. Number 50, yeah, it was jersey. It was all jersey. And you know what, sometimes the official, they miss one, and they miss one right there.
Still a high tackle. And the officials just basically trying to look out for the best interests of all these players on the field to keep them safe. The give to Brazo. She plunges forward for 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. Number 54 for Team Ontario Black, Chiamaka Evenso, there to make the stop on Alexia Brazo.
Yeah, we didn't see Brazo a lot today compared to Sunday. She only had 4 carries today for 20 yards, and yeah, where she was more active on Sunday.
There's Lundgren. Terrible throw, picked off by Peacock again. Her 2nd interception of the ball game, and it's another turnover by Team New Brunswick.
Yeah, when Emma Lundgren looks at the film on here, she'll see she had a wide open receiver right in the middle, and I believe that ball was tipped a bit from Team Ontario. Nope, it was just poorly a ball thrown, and there's Peacock again with her 2nd one in the 4th quarter, and yeah. There was somebody wide open right over the middle. I didn't get the number, but when she looks back at the film, she'll see that she missed one right there.
Emily Roca on the change of possession has a 1st down on the New Brunswick 54-yard line. Roca calls her own number, comes around the left side, keeps the legs going until she's finally brought down there. Number 81, Maya Longley, there to make the stop after a pickup of 7.
Yeah, it's amazing when you look at all the plays called in the tournament, how much of the Wildcat is used in this tournament with all these rushing quarterbacks, and it really does a lot of damage.
Low snap, Roca had to find it, and as soon as she found it, Cameron Walker was there to wrap her up and bring her down for a loss. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah. Supposed to be a jet sweep, but you can see here for Emily Roca wasn't able to get the football right there. She had to eat it there, and now causing a 3rd and about 7 to go. And you know what, in a play like that, sometimes when you bobble the snap, the best play is just to sit on it and live another down instead of turning the ball over.
Timeout called by Team Ontario Black. And unsure of the reason for that timeout. The time clock was running. You've got a 25-point lead. I'm certain they have their reasons.
Yep, no, it's hey, sometimes a situation like that, you don't have the right personnel out there, or you had the wrong play call, and you want to say, you know what, this play's not going to work, so I'm going to use my last time out. Might as well use it, and that's what I think might have been this situation.
Team New Brunswick getting some instructions, and they're enjoying their trip to the nation's capital for the 2023 U18 National Women's Football Championships. Today we're at TD Place. On Saturday we'll be back at Carleton University for the gold and the bronze medal games. And there's the kick through the hands of Emery Boland. Can't pick it up. Finally able to just fall on it. And now Team New Brunswick will take over with 1:34 remaining here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you can see here, Emery Boland really been having a really good football game here today. Maybe a little bit of tired fatigue setting in. and did the right thing by just recovering the football and giving Team New Brunswick the opportunity here to perhaps their last series on offense with a minute 34 left.
Maya Kushney there just to bother her enough to make her make the prudent play and just fall on the football. Lundrigan throws, intending that for number 11. That's Sarah Linder, who has, along with every other receiver listed on the New Brunswick roster, without a catch tonight.
Yeah, great coverage there by number 30 Team Ontario Black. That's Jaden Ryan from Sydenham High School in Ontario. Really did a good job defensively.
On second down. Incomplete pass. Lundrigan has to pick up that low snap and doesn't get too far before running into number 57, Ben Marshall.
Yeah, we called her name quite a few times on Sunday, and that was the first time I think we called her name here today. She had a big game on Sunday.
Oh, yeah. In the losing cause, 90-72. Time ticking down on New Brunswick. Third down, about 8.5 to go. Tara Lawson calls her own number and then is rolled over by Liliana Sachin. So 57 seconds left to go in this one. And when you start to think about players of the game, Coach Ron, who are you looking at?
Well, for Team New Brunswick, obviously, you got to go with number 19, Emery Bolin. She's just been all over the field today. She had a really outstanding game. For Team Ontario Black, there's a couple of Maya Peters had a good game. I thought Ella Townsend had a really good game when it comes, and Shelby Peacock. But
Maya Peters, 19 carries for 169 yards and 2 touchdowns, and she hasn't played. She's been used sparingly in the second half. Roca into the secondary, inside the 15 to around the 14. Brought down there by Emma Bradley.
She's brought down by Team New Brunswick's number 3, Emma Bradley. Brings up second and short, Tuesday to 6.
Pickup is 9. Emily Roca. 9 carries for 57 yards. On second and 1, Roca, the give to Townsend, trying to get around the end, wrapped up in a heartbeat by Cameron Walker.
You know what, Cameron Walker has done a really good job today on the outside on contain. A lot of times we called her number, and it was mostly for tackles on the outside of the line of scrimmage. You see right there, she sets her blocks and wraps up Ella Townsend for the tackle. Nice job there by Cameron Walker from Moncton, New Brunswick.
Now instead of second and 1, it's third and 6. Long 5, maybe. And Townsend back. Townsend set to kick, kicks that one out of bounds, and it will be Team New Brunswick with 17 seconds left, looking to get something going offensively.
And I think if the way this plays out, Team Ontario Black is going to play, I believe it's Team Manitoba. In their next contest.
That will be Saturday at Carleton University. And we'll have it all for you right here. No flag on the play. First down. 10 yards to go for New Brunswick at their own 5-yard line with 17 seconds left on the clock. Emma Lundrigan, wearing number 1 for New Brunswick, has gone all the way at quarterback in this one. Flanked wide right is Sarah Linder. Jana McAllister in the slot. And here's the give to Kaylee Cormier. She spins her way forward for a pickup of a couple.
Yeah, just basically a toss play to the right. There's Shelly Peacock coming in, driving her inside, and then there's the cavalry coming in, making the tackle.
Should be the final play of the ball game. The gift to Cormier once again, quickly wrapped up there by number 1, Marissa Lowe from St. Peter's Catholic High School here in the nation's capital. And Team Ontario Black wins this one 39-14 here at TD Place in the 2023 U18 National Women's Football Championships.
I think when you look back on this game here, Dan, the last play of the first half was 16-14 right before going to halftime, and that touchdown by Townsend really gave a lot of momentum going in the dressing room for Team Ontario. And I really think that the third down conversions today played a big role in the field position game. And at the end of the day, when you look back, Team Ontario was the better team on both sides of the ball, and that's why they're advancing against Team Manitoba.
Well, they're going to have to, Team Manitoba as well, are going to have to work on some of the finesse things, the timing things that you as a coach know are so integral to any success you'll have offensively.
Well, how many times did we see today the center to quarterback exchange get bobbled and then ends up in a second and long situation, right? And a lot of play callers don't have a lot of play calls for second and long. It's normally you're hoping for a 2nd and 5, 2nd and short, and you're absolutely right. If you don't get that exchange, that timing down, it could be disastrous.
The final score, Team Ontario Black 39, Team New Brunswick 14. For Coach Ron Raymond and our entire crew, I'm Dan Mooney. Thanks so much for watching. Stick around, folks, at 8:30 right here at TD Place. It's Alberta versus Ontario Red coming up. Come back, won't you?